if I said that I didn't have a problem with coloured pencils, would you believe me? And this is not my backups. So let's go through my coloured pencil stash. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So if you saw my little intro there, no, I've not got a problem. I promise it's a secret between me and you. I've not got a problem. I think I've really I've not even included my backups as well of my pencils, but as I go through the sets I'll explain. Come on camera, I'll explain what backups I've got. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So if you saw the little intro there, no, I've not got a problem. I've not got a problem at all with coloured pencils, as you can see. But this is my second attempt of recording this, because for some reason this camera lately is just having a no-no with me. See, it's doing it now, it's not behaving. But I was saying that I think I want to do my swatch charts again. If I just pull out my book, it's a bit of an embarrassment. And seeing all the different beautiful organised books in A4 size, I think I'm going to have to redo this. Now this took me a long time to do, so I'm sort of second guessing myself. But there's a couple of charts that I wouldn't mind printing off and getting everything in order and in colour order, everything, etc, etc. But even like for this, for instance, I think this was Sammy's swatch chart that she did, and because I couldn't be bothered swatching them all out, I just printed it out in colour. How silly is that? Because obviously it's not going to be the same colour with a printed version, but that's just down to laziness. Swatching isn't one of my favourite things to do. It isn't. I know that some people find it relaxing. I don't. I find it tedious and it does my head in. But as you can see, it's so scruffy. And I've got old swatches and alcohol markers that have dried up now, or that I've given away. Paints that I don't use anymore that I've not got. You know, stickers in here. I just think it's time for me to... I think I'm past this now. So if you can recommend any charts that I could use. I mean, like this one for instance, the Tombow one, that's okay. I could take that out of the book and reuse that. And I've got a couple of different combinations that I like to use in this book as well. Wholeband combinations, even though I don't own them all. But yeah, that's my thought process when looking at this now. It's just looking a bit tattered, and there's only a handful of pages left that I can actually use for swatches. But we shall see. That might just be an ongoing thing. But we'll start off with my beloved Inktense. I love these pencils. I love these pencils. They are well loved. But I don't love the white. I really don't like the white. The white in the blocks a lot better than that one. So that you can see the size difference there from the ones that I've used a lot of, and they've lasted a long time. These, I've had these for a couple of years now, I want to say. These are ink. They're not how you'd use the Faber Castell Albert Jurors. That's paint, where this is ink. So once this is dry, you're not going to be able to lift it back up. And you can't find a better watercolour pencil, water ink pencil than this, that packs more of a punch. They're just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. You only need a tiny bit of the ink. What I would suggest with these is, if you're using it for a large area, it took me a long time to realise this. Instead of, zip this back up, I can't have it not zipped up. Instead of going straight onto the page, and then my ring's caught, and colouring directly onto the page with the pencil, you'd want to either use like a scrap piece of paper or a palette of some sort and colour onto that, and then lift up the colour with a paintbrush. Otherwise you'll get sort of weird lines and like a gritty look. So that's the best way to get around that. Now I'll have to probably go to these smaller sets, because they will fall if I don't. Now my idea with these smaller sets, I've got nearly every single pencil set in a case, but come on camera, but with these ones, because they're not huge sets, I've just kept them in the tins, and I don't like tins. I don't like keeping them in the packaging. I don't like the feel of them, the sound of them, or anything. So I think I'm going to buy one huge pencil case and then put the smaller sets in there, but that needs to go with the Black Widows, so I need a different pencil case for them. So it's a vicious circle of buying pencil cases apparently. So the Derwent Chroma Flow. The reason that I got these was curiosity got the better of me, and everyone that I was listening to and things that I was reading online, they were saying that these were Derwent's version of Prismacolor. I love Prismacolor pencils. I've got the 150 set, which you'll see is there's so many that are teeny tiny, and I keep all my teeny tiny pencils in a little drawer that I keep on my desk. Anyway, we're not talking about the Prismacolor, we're talking about these. I found that some of these have had a bit of an issue with breakage, if I can get them out. There's a good selection of colours in this mix. They're really thin though. They're really thin, the barrels on these. I mean, they're nice pencils, don't get me wrong, but curiosity got the better of me, and I'm happy that I paid. It was around £20 when I paid for these, which was a good few months ago now, but I've seen them dotted on Amazon for about £45, so if I'd spent that on 24 pencils, I'd probably be a bit upset. So the fact that it was £20 and I'll get use out of them, you know, they won't get used all the time. Every now and again I'll fancy using the Chroma Flow, or if someone requests for me to use them in a video, you know, I've got them. On to the Black Widows. Now, like I said, I need to organise these, do a better swatch chart, because I was saying in the review, the unboxing video that I did, that the colours are so similar. I think there was what, 21 colours that was similar to the rest of the range, and to me that wouldn't be worth buying the whole set. But in hindsight, like, look at the Prismacolor, it's 150 pencils, and then when I've got all of them pencils out, I can see the difference. So I think once I've swatched out them all out again and put them in order in a pencil case, they might not be as close, but from first impressions, looking at them swatches that I did, I wasn't overly impressed. I don't like the smell of these pencils as well. They've got a really funky smell. I was correct as well by saying this colour, the cardboard, which I thought was like a metallic gold because the end is shiny. I thought that this might have been a dupe for the green gold by Polychromos, Faber Castell Polychromos, which is my favourite one of their pencils. I think it's really unique. It is. It's a complete and utter dupe, so I do like that one. I do like that one a lot, but the issue with that is you can't buy it open stock. So you might as well just buy your Polychromos, because that would work out cheaper than buying a full set of these just for one pencil. So I do love the packaging on this though. That dragon is adorable. It's not a CGI, it's like what do they call it? Like a computerised image. I wish they'd made it black and red though, it could have been Drogo. Anyway. The Derwent Graphitint, I've only had a mess around with these once since buying them. So again, I'm thinking of transferring the Inktense into a different pencil case alongside these, because I know that they work well. They're both water soluble, but these are the graphite pencils where the ink. So I do think that they'll work alongside the other colours really nicely, and there's some lovely muted tones in here, and I just need to have a good mess around with them again and sort out my swatch charts. I've currently moved, that's why I'm sat here doing this video, I've currently moved all my pencil cases. I've got my two Dodds cages, the crates at the side of me, so they're at the side of me all the time, and I've moved the blankets that I usually have on them to one side, and I put all my pencil cases right next to my desk, so it's on Rollo's crate. So that was the reason that I'm sat doing this, otherwise I wouldn't have been doing it, there's no need for me to pick the pencils up. So we're going to move on to some pastel pencils. So these are very hit and miss as well with me. I've got some nice pastel paper as well that I use these for. I don't really use these for backgrounds anymore. And I think I got these before the Pan Pastels, I think. So yeah, I only really use these when I'm using that specific branded paper. It's that sanded paper, it's really rough, and I do like them for that. But my only other problem with these is, you know the feeling when you was a kid and you was at school and the chalk on the chalkboard? Sometimes that's what it feels, and you get that feeling, it just goes straight through you. That's how I feel sometimes with these pencils. Well, they're not an expensive set. What are they? The Stabilo Carbofello. brand pencils. And yeah, I don't really use them that much now, but when I'm in the mood for doing a pastel picture with that specific paper, I will grab for these pencils. So I just had to pause for a minute then because I had the worst downpour ever. It weren't even just rain, it was hailstone. So if you do hear anything in the background and the lighting's changed, that's what it is. Anyway, let's move on to my Brute Foonas. Now, I do have a backup of these. They were on a silly, ridiculous offer. I think it was something like £17.50 on offer, so I got a backup. I'm resorting now to keeping packs of coloured pencils under my daughter's bed. Don't judge me. I'm running out of room. I am trying my best to keep everything organised, but you know, needs must. Wrong way around. So I've started putting stickers on my books. Actually, let me just do that now. I've got a couple. That one might go. From a company that sent me some markers. I like to put stickers at the front of my front of my cases, and then I know which is the front. So I'm not doing what I just did. Even though it looks like them markers are in this. What's it matter? I'll know now. I bought these purely because of the hype on YouTube. I saw so many people, Corey, I'm blaming Corey from Colourful Optimistic. She's definitely the reason that I bought these, and I'm so glad that I did. She was saying how soft they were, how smooth they are, how easy they are to blend. The colour selection is absolutely superb, and for the price I think these are superb pencils. I did have an issue with, which one was it? I think this one, it does sharpen them, my normal Helix sharpener. It does sharpen the pencils just fine. It gets them to a nice point. Let me see if there's one there actually. It gets them to a really nice point, but when you first sharpen them, that's the rain again. I'm thinking someone's in my house and it sounds like banging. Let me find one that I've not used. Maybe that one, number 29. I think I've just used that one for swatching, but you can see how it's really square. I know that they're square barrels, but when you first put them in this particular sharpener, oh, it doesn't sound like it's happy. It doesn't at all. It sounds like it's chewing stale popcorn or something. Or pork scratchings, that's what it sounds like. That's better because they're harder. But yeah, lovely selection of colours. Really enjoy these pencils. And like I said, that's why I bought the backup. For that price, it was silly of me not doing. And then if any younger relatives decide to want to start using pencils, I can give them the backup if I'm not going to use them because they're not overly expensive. But I don't think that's going to happen because I do really love these pencils. Where are we at? We'll move on to my colour softs. So I do know what's in each pencil case. I don't need to name them. I've kept them in the pencil case for that long. I know what's what. So let's put another sticker. Let me just double check that that's the front before I wreck it. I know that's the back, so it's a good job I checked. So it needs to be that way around. Let's open these bad boys up. Now again, I bought these because I saw other people on YouTube using them and curiosity got the better of me. Now, I got the skin set. I think it was... Did I get the skin set first? I can't remember. I got a single one and I liked it, then bought the full set, and then I bought this was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's in the wrong place. I got them 5 pencils there for £5 with a tin, and the actual tin I reused and put some metallic watercolour paints. But these are absolutely brilliant as well. Really smooth, but they tend to break on me anyway. I'm quite heavy-handed when I come to colouring. Sometimes I can be really delicate and want to do all my nice layers, but 9 times out of 10 I can't be bothered. I just sit there and I've got a heavy hand. Maybe that's why I like the softer pencils more. I'm not sure. But there is some really nice colours in particular. I like this one for popping underneath skin tones, and this is the grade Lavender. 9 times out of 10 when I'm using these pencils, I put that underneath. And then what is the other colour? It's not that one, it's this one. It is the Bright Lilac. I go over the top a little bit just to make the shadows a little bit more prominent. But yeah, overall, really nice pencils, these. Just keep them in a little... Will you shut up, Rolo? Can you hear us now? Just keep them in a small little pencil case. I don't think they're going to be adding to the collection anytime soon. So I've just have to stop filming for a second. I'm still getting over this sinus infection. I've been put on antibiotics. I've never had a sinus infection in my life, so I'm trying to dose myself up with orange juice, and I've got my antibiotics and drinking loads of liquid. The pain in your face when you get a sinus infection, I've never experienced it. I thought I literally had a problem with my face. I came downstairs. Was it Tuesday morning? Yeah, he was off work Tuesday, and I said my face and my jaw is literally aching. What's up? And he suffers from sinus infections all the time. So he said, yeah, that's what it definitely is. So anyway, the next pencil case is my Holbein slash, is it the Astra? No, it's a mixture of pencils. See, I told a lie. I said I knew which one, what was in each pencil case. If you're wondering what this is, this pencil case just came completely like that, just a fake leather one, and I put some of the Extreme Mod Podge glitter on the front of it, just testing it out, and it is so far standing the test of time. I've had it like this for a couple of years now, and it's still going strong. My bloody dog. So I've got a mixture here. I have got the 50 set of the pastel pencils that aren't overly used, unfortunately. I've got to agree with some of the people on YouTube that these pencils were overhyped. They were really overhyped. So I bought the 50 set, and these were expensive as it was. They were expensive. I've got a Derwent pencil there in Chinese white as well. I've got them mixed around everywhere. And then at the same time as ordering them, I ordered the 12 set. So don't look at these, this is not included. I ordered the 12 set that came with the basic primary colours, and then at the same time I ordered a couple of open stock ones, which were some of these shades: burnt ochre, sepia, burnt umber, chocolate, up to about here. And then I ordered backups of what I thought would be good as skin tones. I'd not even tried the pencils, I'd not even tried this set, and I ordered all these. And they've not been touched. These Holbein, the backups, they're still here and they've not been touched. So like, I'm not going to touch them unless, obviously them, once I've used all of these ones up. But if these pencils are still with me in a year's time, they're going to get sold. I can't give these away. They're too expensive for me to just give away. That's too much money, because these have cost me an arm and a leg. But yeah, I'm still kicking myself that I ordered this. So how many is here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and this 12 here that I've sharpened and not used because I thought it was a different orange, and it's literally a it's called Luminous Orange, so I don't know why I ordered that, but I did. But in here as well, I have my Derwent drawing pencils. I love these. I don't own every single one. I bought the 12 set, and then I bought the rest of the other ones that I've got. I don't own them all, like I said. I don't know how many I've got. But there was an art store in Manchester that we went to, and they did them open stock, so I picked a couple of colours, and then I picked a couple of backup colours that I knew that I would use, and a couple of colours that I was missing. I've got a couple of Chinese whites there. Chinese whites are just dotted everywhere. I love them pencils. A couple of backups of the Derwent Colour Soft. I bought them from the same store. Yep, so that's everything in that pencil case. So that can go zippity back up. And you can go there. So we'll move on to my Faber Castell Albert Jurors. I still love these pencils. I'm going to use these more on the channel, I promise. So that one didn't have a sticker on, but I don't need to because it's got the glitter. So this one needs a sticker. They come in handy, these stickers. I think I've got a load of Laura Rafferty ones on others, yeah. Yep, so these are the Albert Dürer. This is the full set. I think it's 120, I believe. So these colour match the Polychromos, I think. I think they do anyway. And way back when I first got these, they were more or less all I used. I used them for everything. That's all you'd hear me say, Albert Dürers all the time. And I've just gone through phases. Whoa, here comes the wind and rain. You know, I plan on going out getting my nails done as well. I need infilling. But I'm not going out risking getting a cold after getting over this stupid sinus thing. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about these. They blend out beautifully with water. They're effortless. They're not as pigmented as your Inktense, but they're not meant to be. That's not the purpose of these pencils. They're just beautiful to work with. I find these the most relaxing over anything actually. Like the Inktense, I feel a little bit of pressure of quickly get it done, because once it's dry, it's dry. But with these, I can sort of relax. I can have a movie on in the background and just mess around with colours, you know, with these. I do really enjoy them. I'll never get rid of these. Never. Another pencil I have been on the fence about, and some of you are not going to be shocked. I don't need to put a sticker on this because it's already got some markings on. Is the I got these for my birthday last year, and I've only used them a handful of times, and I feel terrible. I know Corey did a review recently on these, but they're just, maybe I need to mess around with them more. But for the price tag, oh. It's the Caran d'Ache Aqua Museum pencils. Oh, they're beautiful, beautiful pencils. If I had a shelf to put this on, just to have the pencil case open, I'd probably be really happy. But because I don't use them all that much, because I don't do like portraits, I don't do much of my own original art, I'm just doing colouring books, I'm sort of like, oh, why did I spend so much money on it? But it was a birthday gift. It was money from a couple of different people that I put together to purchase these. So it wasn't like, you know, I purchased them a one-off payment. It was like saved up Christmas money, birthday money rather. But yeah, but I think because I love the Albert Dürers so much, I think that's why my opinion of these is not as good as they probably should be. I mean, the price tag is purely, I think, is because of how light fastness they are. I'm using colouring books. If I start doing, because you know I do a lot of watercolour, maybe if I start using these in the watercolour pages that I do, that'd be a lot better. But as of now, again, it'll be the same rule. If I've got these in a year's time and they've not really been touched, I'm probably gonna sell these. In the same pencil case, I keep the Astra Pencils. I reach for these from time to time. They're really nice pencils, these. They remind me actually a lot of the Brut Funus, but obviously just pastel shades. And the main reason that I bought these is for reviewing it for my channel. Look how beautiful. And I knew that these colours would be super duper similar to the Holbeins. So if you ask me, which one would you pick, Debbie, the Holbeins or the Astra? I would pick the Astra every single day of the week, purely because of the price tag. They blend really nice, they go down smooth. I've not had a problem with sharpening them. You can sharpen them to a beautiful point. Never had an issue with them. So yeah, I do really like these. But I think I go through phases of wanting to colour things in pastels. Sometimes I just want to be all bright, like really bright, when pastels just don't do it for me. So we will move on to Polychromos. And this is one of my Laura Rafferty ones with random stickers as well. And a Pokemon sticker. I love my stickers apparently. 34, and I love stickers. Yeah, beloved Polychromos. Have I got two tiny ones here? No, we're alright, the different colours. So I have got a couple of backups of these, just in case that I need them. I do use these quite a lot. I primarily would use these for her. I love to use these for her, but I did recently buy a green gold and a cream backup because I knew that I needed them when I think I was in that store again in Manchester, was I? I can't quite remember. I've stopped doing hauls on my channel now, if you've noticed. I mean, every now and again you might see a new product like I just did the marker one, but I don't buy enough stuff now to put together to put it as a haul video. So yeah, so like individual things like that, I'm not going to come on and just haul them. But yeah, there's my lovely green gold. I love that pencil, love it. Beautiful range of turquoises and a fabulous range of greys. I love a good grey. If you're wanting to do silver hair and shading and stuff, I love a good grey. Metallic pencils I really don't like. It doesn't matter what brand they are, I don't like them. These little testers, you're in the wrong order, so you should be there, I think. No, just wait a minute because this will do me head in. No, that's an extra black. These little testers that I got off the there was a Derwent site. I think you just had to pay postage, and I didn't know what colours were in it. So it's the Derwent metallic in silver, don't like it because I don't like metallics, and a Derwent Lightfast in purple. The Lightfast one I do really like, but I am not going to purchase the Lightfast pencils, because I think the price tag that goes with them is purely because the light fastness, and I don't think I need that. I'm not going to purchase them. I'm not going to purchase them. I need to say that over and over again. I'm not going to purchase the light fast. Right, so then we're going to move on to Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. So another Laura Rafferty sticker on there. They're available on Etsy as well if you're interested. I don't know if she's still selling these stickers because there were quite a few months ago. Really gorgeous quality stickers. So the Luminance with a Caran d'Ache blender as well. So I've got a couple of backups of these blenders. I've talked about these blenders before. The wooden ones I prefer over the other ones, the grey ones, the full blenders. Now I don't own them anymore. I give all mine away to Kirsta. I hope you're still using them, Kirsta. But the wooden blenders I really like, and I've got, I think there's a few backups. Yeah, there's two here, nearly a new one there, backups, because I do really like them. They're better than using the white because the white dulls it down a little bit, even though the white's just as nice. But you can see how much I've used these pencils. To me, these are a better version of Prismacolor. They're really expensive though. I know they're really expensive, and I'm not just sitting here trying to justify how much money that I've spent on coloured pencils when I'm colouring in colouring books, but it's my money at the end of the day. And they've brought me a lot of joy, and I know a lot of people love these pencils. The Lightfast rating on these is absolutely superb. They go down so beautifully. You can blend with them effortlessly. The only thing that I will say, was it this one? There was one new colour that they brought out. It might have been this one, the Indian Yellow. That is a crappy pencil. It's dead weird. It's got all gritty bits in it. It's probably not going to show up on camera, but it's got like loads of grit. It's horrible anyway. I've not even used that one. I just use it for swatching. But all the other colours I love. That colour here is the one that's similar to the one in the new Black Widow. Is it the Black Widow? No, the Colour Soft one. This one's violet grey. I do like a good violet grey for shading and stuff. Then I've just got a couple of backups here of the Primrose and Brown Ochre 10%. So I just ordered them with the blenders. Beautiful pencils. Never getting rid of them. We have got the Black Widows. So a couple of random stickers on here. Another Laura Rafferty one. This one's a big pencil case. I used to keep my Prismacolor in these for the longest time. So last dip, I promise. So this is all of the Black Widows apart from that new dragon set. So this is what I mean about needing to organise these a bit better, because they're in a little bit of a colour order, but they're not organised as much as I would like them to be. And because they're not my favourite pencil, I wasn't as anal about it as keeping them, you know, in order. I think even the Monarch set, yeah, the Monarch set I kept separate because I really do like these ones over the original ones. But I'm glad that they changed. It seems like they've changed the formula in these and the dragon one, and they've got the bigger tips on these. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the original set. I had problems with them breaking. There's one specific colour, I'm probably not going to be able to find it now, am I? But it just kept breaking. It might have been that one, breaking and breaking. Yeah, space. Every single time that I tried to use it. And that's not from use of my colouring, that's just because of the sharpening. Oh, here comes the rain. No, it's not, it's hailstone again. The weather in the UK at the moment has just been unbelievable. I know it's winter, I understand that. But it's just been constant rain and storms. My son couldn't go to school for a week because the roof came off with the wind. So I've got a backup set of these, and Anxiety Water is on YouTube. If you're I won't say what it is, but if you're interested you can YouTube them, but I'm a Patreon of theirs, of his, should I say. These are the Artesa. I do have a backup set of these, and again these were on offer, the backup set, for about £30, so they might have been a bit cheaper than that. I bought some ages and ages ago and give them away in a giveaway, and then I bought another set just in case that I'd use them again. Really nice pencils, lovely and soft, easy to blend. They're not, I'm not going to say, like for instance there, you've got so many greens, it's nearly a full tray of greens, where I would have liked some more reds. I mean, there's a lot of browns in here, to be fair. There's a lot of browns, not many yellows. See, there's quite a few purples. I would have liked more blues. I think that's just me being a bit picky. I think over the time I've become a bit of a pencil snob, which is a bit silly because I love the Brute Funas and they're probably the cheapest pencils that I actually own. Oh, come on, pencil case, this one's a bit stiff. What are you stuck on? Don't say that you broke. One of the zippers have just broke. No! How did you fix that? Oh, there you go. I thought I broke it. We will move on to the Erogitons. I got these on the Facebook Market selling place for ridiculously cheap. It was like £40 for three of the Erogiton sets, as well as this pencil case, and the lady has colour coordinated them. She's put them in order, she's printed out labels. I wish I could do that. I need to get a label printer. But yeah, really nice pencils actually. I don't see many people talking about these on YouTube, but they are you have to be a bit of a layer master with these. They're even harder than a Polychromos, and I think Polychromos are super hard. These are even harder. You really do have to be delicate with this. So if I'm in the mood to sit there and put layer upon layer upon layer, I will reach for these pencils. If I was wanted to block colour, I really would not recommend these. They're too hard to do that. You'd get pain in your wrists, you'd have streaks all over your page. Yeah, but they are nice pencils. Is it Tombow? Because I've got the Tombow marker. Yeah, it is Tombow. Oh, clever me. Anyway, that's the Erogitons. Let me just find. So we're getting to the end now. We're on the last one, and this is my Prismacolor pencil case. Now, I've been asked about this pencil case a couple of times because of the format of it, and I can't find it on Amazon. It's been missing for months, so if I do manage to find it, it will be in my Amazon shop, but I have looked recently and I can't find them. So I've got a couple of different blenders in here. I've got a Splendor blender over there. I've got a Polycolour blender that I got a big pack of 12 of, Derwent blender, which is probably my favourite, and then a Prismacolor blender. But I do use solvent as well with all of my colour pencils. Well, not my water ones, not my water based or ink based ones. But I do use solvent when I can't really be bothered sitting there blending it out and hurting my wrists, because they do bother me, them, even though I do use them a lot. But look how teeny tiny some of these are, it's ridiculous. Have I got any small ones in here to hand? No, but I've got another Polychromos one. What's he doing in there? That's light flesh, so you need to stay out. Just got bits and bobs and all sorts in here. I need to organise my drawers as well. I'm embarrassed. So we've got a cream. We've got a cream one there. Yeah. I'm embarrassed at my organisation at the minute. Let's just skip past that. The blues are not used as much, still used but not as much. I use plenty of the greens. I just love these pencils. I love them. I wish that they was a little bit cheaper to get in the UK. I've got one backup left of the white. They're not as easy to get hold of. I'm hoping that my husband will go to America maybe next year or year after again for a trip, and then he can bring me back some Prismacolor. But in saying that, I do have I've got a 150 set as a backup set that I bought again off the Facebook marketplace for ridiculously cheap, for us I mean. I think I've got a 36 set and a 72 set that I got cheap off Amazon because they were on offer at the time. But yeah, I love these pencils. They're just my go-to pencil. I know the colours. I don't necessarily know the names. I'm getting better at knowing the names. But I know the colours. I don't need to reach for my swatch chart with these. It's just easy colouring with these. I think it helps as well with the pencil case because they're formatted and yeah, you can see absolutely everything. But yeah, that is all of my pencil cases and pencil sets, and I think, please don't judge me, I'm a collector as well as doing colouring for therapy reasons and relaxing, and I do YouTube as well, so I need different brands to obviously show on the channel. But please do give me a thumbs up. It's took a lot of patience for me to do this video, all the stopping and starting with this bloody weather and the dog snoring and then my phone ringing and then 4 messages. But I will see you in my next one. Take care guys. Bye.